It's hard to determine whether it might be a cause or an effect when it comes to our rides and the rain. Either way, they seem to coexist. Like Bert and Ernie, maybe they're just one sweet couple that can't be separated. After the Outback Jack, I was keen and had planned for a nice, simple cruisy ride, but of course fate had other plans. So the day started out bright and early at Thornley Macca's, where we met up with Gary, aka G2, and Matt. We're fueled, caffeinated, and ready to tackle whatever Mother Nature throws at us. Spoiler alert, it will be mud, rain, and a few surprises.
And it's started raining.
Jumped on the freeway for a quick scamper up to meet up with Gary, G1, on the Central Coast, and then consult the Oracle on what challenges we may have laying ahead.
Oh, the Oracle.
I'm scared.
The Oracle. Everything that will happen is written here.
Oh, colour.
Sunshine, Fireflies. Milky Way, Stairway.
Butterflies.
It's all going to happen.
I don't see butterflies
Match
laying in
flower.
the
Can you hurry up? I'm sucking my gut in here. Otherwise the moon becomes bigger.
The four of us avoid the freeway by taking the scenic path. Starting at Dog Trap Road, we circled around to Wadigan Forest Drive for the south entrance into the Wadigan State Forest. The rain has been intense since Thursday, and our last venture up this way was a rutty mess, so I wasn't expecting a nice, easy introduction to the Wadigans.
Well, this is certainly easier than I expected. Last time we came up through here was a bit of a mess. It wasn't too bad, it was just, it looks like it's been graded recently. Taking a bit of the challenge out of it. That was easy. That was a bit easier than last time.
Yeah, the road's heaps better. Like,
Was that the steep bit last time?
yeah.
That was the steep bit with all the ruddy shit.
Really?
Yeah,
I was just thinking how easy that was getting in. It's like good, nice smooth road to get your dirt legs back.
that was literally the hardest part of the whole trip.
I thought that was still coming up.
I wasn't sure if you guys wanted to take your dresses off or not.
Whoa. Nah, it's gonna rain.
It's gonna rain, yeah.
Actually, keep them on.
I hope it's gonna rain. Look at that.
That's cool, isn't it? A little slippery there. We lost Matt. Just watching Gary trying to get off his motorcycle.
Who's the big man?
I don't know, that corner's really... Oh, here he comes. Did you drop it on that corner or?
I don't know.
No, all good.
Just riding like a slow ass old fat man.
Fair enough. That corner back there is so slippery.
Yeah.
The one just back there, tight
Found
one.
a couple of bits where it's just deep gravel and you just
Yeah,
hanging on.
yeah,
The gravel, they've really put a crown on it, hey?
yeah,
And if you go off on the side, it's easy to slide a bit.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, you kind of got to be on the inside to not be so off camber,
Yeah.
but then watching out for bull bars coming the other way.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
gotta watch it on the right. Lefts are good, but you got to be careful on the
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just taking it nice and slow.
yeah, exactly. This is the most entertainment we've had all day, though.
He's doing a gymnastics,
What's he doing?
some kind of gymnastics.
Oh,
I found that.
You found it.
Found that good.
Up there, and it's like, yeah,
Now you just got to get back on the bike.
tell us the same.
That was awkward.
It's okay. We're not watching.
that one just sounded roasty.
Maybe he's got a different petrol or something like that.
Almost like a dry line on a racetrack. Super gravelly, super gravelly. Lots of like big bits of gravel, big rocks. I really don't want to be on the right hand side of the track, but it's like sand. Like it's just full on how whoa, Jesus Christ, how much. Whoa, no, I must have a flat. I must have a flat. Really don't want to do this here.
And just when things were running nicely, my rear tyre decided to spoil the fun and go flat. Not a big deal. Between us, we've got the right tools, the spare tubes, and we'll be back on the road in no time, as long as we don't get distracted.
So if it's looking at me, it'll follow me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a full hammy. Oh no.
Oh, that's a hammy. Oh.
Stop following me now. Oh, you're alright.
Extra heavy duty. So then just walk up to it and put your hand underneath it. This one will add 2 kilos to your bike. Probably the same as that though.
That's not going to last long, is it? I find it goes better with some nice words, like, ooh baby.
It's all dirty to it.
Feels so good.
She won't go.
More lube, Gary, more lube.
Too tight.
You need to buy me more drinks first. I'll take up slowly, and I'm not going to miss a turn yet.
The next thing you'll see is the campsites up ahead.
Yeah.
Well, at least we're not camping tonight. Yeah, it's definitely going to be dry. Next week.
And then 500 meters later, we get another flat, because you know what's better than one flat tyre? 2 flat tyres.
Why does it still feel like I got a flat tyre? Run! Does it look flat? No, the
How far are we from that campground? Because there's a shelter there.
8 Ks, I think it was.
8 Ks.
Yeah, it's... No, it's not taking anything. Unless that tube had a hole in it and we didn't know. The new one.
Maybe.
But it took pressure, so it can't be that.
Oh, that's even. Yeah.
Well, just saying how you probably thought you were like smashing and going, they're not even catching me yet.
I'm like a lady and there's like this board behind her with all these symbols and she's going... I was riding along going, surely they've got to be caught me by now, but I'm thinking I'm doing 60, so every minute I'm a kilometre further ahead, which means if they were 3 minutes behind me and they had to do it, I'm trying to figure it out, I'm still thinking, what are these pussies doing?
That's what Gary said. How far do you reckon he'll go before he turns around? At least 50.
I was going to the lookout. I was within like 12 k's of that lookout.
Did you get to the campsite?
Oh, way past that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Holy shit, what's inside your tyre?
I don't know.
You're kidding.
Wow.
It's just ruptured.
Another year, right?
Oh,
Minigun.
look at this.
Oh.
You're kidding.
Whoa.
That's... Surprised it lasted that long.
Far out.
Holy shitballs.
Oh, now you can see it. Oh, there it goes. But yeah, it's so hard to spot from the outside.
Wow.
You don't. So that's why you don't run your hand around the inside of the tyre.
Yeah. There's a lot of recycled concrete that goes through the Wattigans, so it's not a great surprise. But note to self, probably do a better job of looking for the cause next time. I fitted my spare tube, which is a 19-inch, which in theory would stretch over a 21 on the front and still fit on a 17 on the rear. So while it's got us rolling again, I'm wary of its capabilities until I get a little further down the road. You may notice that after almost a decade, I'm wearing something fresh this weekend. Huge thanks to Shark Levers for coming on board to support the channel, and they've sent me their Venture Pro jacket and pants. They're literally not even 24 hours old and I've got them covered in mud. So I'll do a follow-up video next, go into a little more detail about this Australian design product.
Alright. Seems to be okay. I only managed to get it up to 23 psi before the thing went flat. We do have a hand pump.
After the multiple tyre changes, we're now a little bit behind on the schedule. We stopped at the Heaton Lookout to check out the view over Lake Macquarie. Little wave to Mum and Dad.
Hey, how are ya? 4, yeah, it's only 4.
We're going to stop at the Oak Dairy Bar for some fuel, and by fuel I mean bacon and egg rolls.
They do thick shakes too.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh. But with an impending sunset deadline and a scheduled MotoGP sprint race, we decided to skip the rest of the dirt roads for today, and instead we had to do the unthinkable. It's a 1 hour belt up the freeway as we longingly watch all the dirt roads that I'd planned to take whiz on by. We got to Bulahdelah just after 4 PM to grab some cold supplies. Admittedly, I did present the option of the nice warm pub that was there, and it most likely had a TV playing MotoGP, but understandably shot down as we're men and there's a campsite we need to get to.
When Vern had the Tenere, you wouldn't go above 90.
Yeah.
Now he's not going to sit below 120.
Sometimes I was going on the back of you and I could just back right off. Hey?
Yeah.
You see in the switch zone.
We're using my windshield.
Make it to the campsite just in time to get set up before dark and get some MotoGP streaming on the phone. You know, as you do, roughing it out in the wild. As the sun set, I saw something I'd never experienced before.
Oh yeah, wow.
Fireflies.
I've never seen them before.
Neither have I. See, that's what happens when I take my pants off.
There's more over there.
Maybe it was Mother Nature's way of apologising for the rain, but I did wonder how related they were to mozzies. Myalla Lakes is actually a good place to see these bioluminescent buttholes, but it's a rare sight, so it's a bit of a treat to see them. We woke up the next day to, you guessed it, more rain, but we packed up and returned to Bulahdelah for breakfast.
One.
If you sit outside, it doesn't matter if it rains.
Found this nice little gem of a cafe, Myalla Magic, for breakfast. Honestly, this place deserves a 5-star rating just for the bacon and eggs. Fueled and ready, we dodged the freeway to take the scenic route home through Stroud, Dungog and Patterson. Ball Road and Stroud Hill roads were definitely highlights. The GPX files are available on MotoRides.com.au, where you can download them, but you can also share your own photos, videos and GPX files from your adventure rides. Go to MotoRides.com.au/share my ride.
About 60 k's to Curry. Yeah. You good for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Right. So, more of the same?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. I'm good.
You're good?
As we rode through, I saw a tiny platform in the middle of nowhere, and I couldn't help but wonder, was this actually a train line? It is in fact Wirragullah Station, one of the smallest on the North Coast line. With just a short platform and a single bench, it's a request stop station near Dungog, mainly used for locals. There's no staff, no ticket machines, just a little car park and a ramp, and an occasional train that'll stop if you ask it nicely.
This is Patterson. Supra.
Just like that, another Wet and Wild ride is done. The Shark Leather Venture Pros did a fantastic job of keeping me dry, which is pretty impressive considering the volume of water that was thrown at them this weekend. Stay tuned for the next one.